to this next stage. This is our lesson. So today our objective today is that we are going to work on by group group by aggregating. Okay, group by aggregating. So before we start, we have to import pandas as PD. Okay, import pandas as PD. Before we import pandas as PD, we now data frame. We define our data frame is equals to what? PD dot ask PD to read the data frame for us. PD dot read underscore CSV file. Okay, then we have to go now and copy the CSV file. It's on my desktop. I copy as part, then I come back at this point, paste it there. Okay, then we fit arrow at this top to read as well raw data. Then you run it. Okay, then you have df. You call df. Now you have the complete data. So last time you complete on increasing the character for you to see well, so you can easily increase it this way. Okay, so I've increased it by adding plus. When you add plus, show that you have increased this character. Okay, if you use minus, so that you reduce the character, it will be more smaller than this. So I've increased the character in order for you to see more better. Okay. Now I say we're working on aggregating group by. So df dot group by is group by. Okay. Then we know that we have a column. A column here, they call the column configuration. Let us look at that column together. There's a column here that I call configuration. Okay, this is a column configuration. I want to group this column configuration. Group this column, copy it. Okay, configuration, copy the column, come here and paste it here. Then dot. Okay, group by dot. Now at this point, let's say minimum. Are we together? Okay, now let's run. Group by minimum. Okay, now the minimum of this configuration, we have placed it at that point. At this point, configuration group by minimum, the rank is 9. Okay, if you look at on AFC, because it has group configuration. Under configuration, we have AFC, we have CAF, we have CONCAF, we have camel. So it has group it. Then group now there are various points. The minimum. These are the minimum, because if we need to verify group by maximum, just copy this, and in the position where you place minimum, you place maximum. You see how it's going to behave. Max. Okay, we run it. Obviously, you see that at the point of outcome here we have 209. That's the maximum RAM. But here we have 9. RAM was 9. Are we together? So we can group here by minimum or by maximum. So if you look at by maximum here, the maximum total point is 924. We have the maximum previous point was 967. We have the maximum rank changes was 71. So that is how we can go by maximum. Then now let's move forward. Yes. Okay, let's group by paste here, group by count. Okay, by count. count. Okay, now by count now, it is very easy for us to know if there is any missing item. Now by count configuration, we have 12,617. So if you look at all these are all the same. If we were having any missing element, we will see that the one here that will not be the same as this number of count. So if you look again on calf, this 14,876 is all round, okay? Okay, so I say go by count. At this point, we have count now AFC, we have 126. So all the various count are all the same, okay? If there was any missing number or any missing under FCA, you will see that at this point you have 12,617. Here it will not be the same. You know there's something missing. Okay, so also for CAFT, you see you have 1487, the same, all the same. Okay, that's group by count. Okay, now let us go by sum to see something. Okay, see, under go by sum now, obviously mean that what it has sum. At this point, we have what configuration, rank, country full. If you look at very well, we have AFC. This is the total sum of what? The total sum, that's the total sum of AFC. Carry Republic, Japan. So you have the total sum. This is the total sum of AFC. Now, of CAV, the total sum of CAV 15, this you have the total sum of CONCAV, total sum. You have the total sum of COMCO. You have the total sum of OFC. Okay, that's group by what? By sum. Group by sum. Okay. So now let us continue on. We have group. We have done group by count, group by sum. So what is left? Let's say group by aggregating. Okay, on this part, group by aggregating. Now, on this group by aggregating, I wanted now to group now. We have configuration, previous point, rank, total point. The group total point. Okay. Total point. Have total point. Now group by aggregating. It's a total point. It's a total point. The minimum. This one. Total point minimum. By aggregating total point minimum. Okay. Now under group by aggregating, first look at we have the data frame. Group by federation, we have federation. It has group federation. Under federation, what are the various items? So it group. Okay, we move again now. Say okay, dot aggregate total point. Okay, total point. Now group the minimum. So this are what the minimum. So if we can still move there again now, we say okay, comma. Are we there? Group what? The maximum. Are we there? We want it. Oh, we have made an error. Where the error come from? Expected after dictionary key. Okay. Okay, at this point, this error. Okay, let's put this inside the bracket. Let's fit it inside a closed bracket of this nature. Minimum, maximum, one. Yes, at this point, you look at it. That the error we have placed now, we place inside the bracket, open parenthesis. We have now open it now. We close it this way. At that point, it wasn't there. That was where that error was coming from. So if you look at it very well, we have added what minimum and maximum. Are we there? Why in at first it was just minimum. So under total point we have what the minimum and the maximum. That's why I see total point we have minimum and maximum. And the minimum is 000 and the maximum is 924. Are we there? Yes. So we have minimum and maximum, and we can still add again now another thing there. Yes, we can add the average. Average, okay. Right. Average. Yes, the average is what the mean. The mean, are we there? The mean, they want it. You see that what? At this point, we have minimum, maximum, and mean. This the minimum is the mean is 72.39. This is what the average. On calf also you have 108. So these are the mean. This is the maximum. Okay, now we can still do this also. This total point. This is on total point, right? Now we can do this now on what previous point. Previous point. Are we there? So we can do this on the previous point, the other row. Mhm. So doing it on previous point, what we need to do, we have to place command here. We press tab. Make sure now you copy the previous point. Copy this previous point. Are we there? Copy it. And paste it as previous point. Then here, since we wanted to do the minimum, the maximum, copy and paste. Paste here. Are we together? So you run. Oh, I have an error. Does not match. Let's check. Now we have previous point. Okay, there was an error here. Look at. Okay, it's okay. 1 8. Voila. So you have to be careful. Since we place this there, we have that error. So at this point now, you look at total point, previous point, minimum, maximum, mean, minimum, maximum, mean. So now we have group by what aggregation on what total point and previous point. So if you see, you look at configuration, you see, look at minimum at this point is 0 at this point is 0. Now look at the maximum 924. Its maximum is 965 because they are two different columns. Are we together? So now look at here at Comeco, it mean is 0, but here it mean is 4. So those are two different columns in this same in our data set. Are we together? So now we are trying to look at the various insights on this data. That is why we are explaining all these things. So today we are doing what sort by, group by aggregating. Okay. So this is how we can group all. So today we have worked on group by aggregating. So we work on this group by configuration marks, we work on count, we work on sum, then we finally end with group by aggregating. Okay, so we are going to continue next week on the aspect on another point. So we are going to work on meshing.